What's going on, guys? So recently I was in New York City and I was able to visit Nintendo World, and on the day that I was there they were actually releasing the exclusive amiibos because of Mario Party 10 release, and they were doing this for just until supplies last, so it was only for a couple hours since the store opened. We walked in, we had no idea what was going on. It was mayhem and there was a huge line circling around the store. I asked somebody what's going on. They said, hey, they're releasing all the exclusive amiibos just for today until they last. So my wife and I got in line and we bought all four of the exclusive amiibos. And again, if they fall in my lap like this, I'm gonna buy them. I'm not hunting them down on eBay, but so my wife and I each got one set of these four. It was awesome. You could only get one per customer. So anyway, it was cool to get all those. I wasn't looking for them, but now I have them, so that's kind of neat as far as collector's items go. Nintendo World was kind of underwhelming. I wasn't that surprised or kind of shocked or thought it was that cool. It was kind of disappointing to some degree. It was smaller than I thought. They didn't have as much items or exclusive items as I thought. I got a mug. That's all I got. Anyway, it was kind of disappointing. But anyway, it was cool that I was there. I saw it. I probably never have to go back. So then I actually went kind of thrift store hunting with my sister all around New York, and actually got some good stuff. So let's see here. So I went into a store, and for whatever reason, it's a furniture store first, and then they have some media in the back. So I went to the back. Everything that they had was $1.50. DVDs, Blu-rays, everything, and I think they just do that because it's easy to price. Then they don't have to look things up. They get it in as donations, and then they flip it $1.50 for everything. And so on that day, all media was 50% off. So what you're gonna see here was 75 cents each. I got Halo. I don't have this edition. I love Halo, so I was excited to get the Game of the Year edition. These are all complete. Blood Rain, if you want to see some crazy gameplay and some voice acting, check out these games on YouTube. It's really bizarre. I'm excited to try them out. Need for Speed Underground. This is a very sought after game because of how good it is, and it kind of hit the pinnacle of racing at the right time as far as when Fast and Furious came out in the 2000s. So anyway, this game is a great, highly sought after game. Oddworld, Munch Odyssey. Again, these games aren't crazy rare or anything, but for 75 cents, they're all great games, and you have to pick them up. Ninja Gaiden, only for the Xbox there. And then, last but not least, for the Xbox games, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. This is an upgrade to I already have this game. It's an upgrade to the label that I have torn for that game. Next, we have some 360 games. I was able to get Madden 25. Not a huge Madden fan. I love the 2K series better, but this is the newest one I have now. I think I had the one with Brett Favre on it, which was a long time ago. I got Carnival Games sealed. Someone just brought that in and dropped it off. I don't know if that came with like a 360 or whatever, but I'll never open that. And then I got the one that I'm most excited about is playing NBA 2K12. People said that this is the best basketball game of all time, so I'm excited to check that out. And the actual MLB baseball on this is so from what people say. And when I was about to leave, I saw a woman bringing in a bag of games, so I kind of just hung around. The worker there just took out the games and put them on the shelf, and I looked at them and I just picked all of them up and took them to the cash register. And those games are Super Mario Galaxy. Again, for 75 cents, you had to get them. Family Game Night, and then the best pickup of the weekend was a 75-cent Mario Party 8 complete. So that was cool to get. Next, we went to a couple game stores, and the game stores were actually pretty cool. They had a lot of import games at this one game store, and I was able to get Rush Rally Racing sealed. I don't know if you can still get this game sealed from the creator, but anyway, this is on some people's lists as requiring it to have a complete collection. I wouldn't do that. I would just say, it wasn't an official release, it was an independent release. So, but anyway, I was excited to get that. Then later I was able to pick up Shinobi Legions, which I've wanted for absolutely ever, and I'm so happy to get this. I can't wait to play it. The gameplay looks really cool, and the cutscenes and the animation just looks so cheesy. So excited to get that. GameCube game I've been looking for forever is, and I love these types of games when they come out on the GameCube and PS2. I always get the GameCube version. I'm not sure why. I think I hate the PS2. I don't know. I just do. But Killer 7 is one of those games that just is crazy. Crazy. You have to look up reviews on this and gameplay on it. It's just, the cell animation is sweet. The mechanics of it are great as well. And it's just a twisted story. When I watch reviews and read reviews, I can't even understand the concept of the game. It's that bizarre. But anyway, it looks really neat. Another game on the NES that I was looking for forever, and now I can add to my collection. And I played this yesterday for hours, and I got good at it, memorizing the tracks. But that's Micro Machines. Now I found this cart plenty of times in the wild, but the cart was always so banged up. This one's actually not that bad, but it would just completely like disintegrate off the top, and then you just see silver instead of gold. So anyway, a decent copy of that. Okay, then last but not least here, I was able to pick up a ton of Nintendo Powers in New York, and now that I have a ton of these Nintendo Powers, I might be going for a collection of the first 50. So there's nothing better than going back and reading these Nintendo Powers. There's just something so special about it. I can't describe it. But if you grew up in the era and you know about Nintendo Power, you can completely agree and relate to what I'm saying when I say that. Anyway, these were all probably $2 to $3 each. So, I think it's this one. This one has, I think, Little Samson in it, as far as the guide and tips and tricks kind of thing. And I think this one actually has wacky races in it. Okay. And then, so these aren't games, but we'll talk about Blu-rays real quick. I love anime. I love Studio Ghibli. I kind of went overboard today. At Costco, this is the last day of the sale for the Blu-rays of the sale on the Studio Ghibli Blu-rays. Okay, I got Ponyo. Castle in the Sky. I won't read all these, but I'll at least show them to you, because I'll mess up the names. This is the newest one from Studio Ghibli. This looks incredible. I was like almost in tears watching the trailer on YouTube of this one. So, but now I'm getting close to the complete collection of Studio Ghibli. I gotta be like 3 away maybe. But it came out to $17 for each one of these, which I spent over $100 on all these. But anyway, you can't beat it. These usually go for about $30, maybe $25, but on Blu-ray